Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I'm going to talk about something that quite frankly made me sick to my stomach when I learned about it. And if you're into finance and understand how important the media is on the dynamics and impacts of social behavior, you will be sick to your stomach too. But I have a shining light and I'll tell you at the end. So I just went to an event that was full of content creators. Matter of fact, it was around 1,300 of them. And to say that the emotions, the energy was the most amazing thing, one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced. And that gave me hope was an understatement. When I walked into this room, the exhilaration, I've been to a lot of conferences, but when I walked into this room, the absolute energy of about 1,300 young and older people that are creators, creativity, creative minds, excitement in the air was intense. It was amazing. It gave me actually so much hope. That was really cool. But I'm going to tell you something that was not cool. So first off, I'm in finance. If you guys are new to this channel, you may want to hit subscribe because I can't explain everything that is literally coming apart in the economy in one video. I've done 1,600 of them. In the last 2 years, I have made it my mission, and I would never in a million years, well, I can't say that. The day I started, I said I want to be the #1 on YouTube finance to my wife. And I think that's very important to speak where you want to go. My tongue directs me. It either directs me into positive places, achieving things, or negative. And that's the case for every single one of us, right? You control your destiny by your actions, by your words. But I'm going to be honest with you. Even as this channel grew, it blew my mind, right? Well, so I'm in this room with all these content creators. And in finance, this channel, quite frankly, is one of the most watched in all of YouTube in finance, okay? A lot of people look more at subscribers and they do not look at views. The facts are, this channel has been so blessed because of you watching this consistently, hitting the thumbs up button, sharing the videos. As a matter of fact, real quick, there's somebody sharing my videos on TikTok and they put my name, put the Economic Ninja on the bottom, and they have a TikTok account and they're sharing it, and I thank you so much for that. Use my stuff, share it. If you can put my name, Economic Ninja, on the bottom, I am so grateful. It is people like you that make this difference every time you leave a kind comment. Sorry, I digress. Let's jump back into this. We go into this event, and like I've said before, and I will say it again, there are very few people in this world on YouTube talking about finance that have actually not only lived through the Great Recession before it turned into the Great Recession, and before the dot-com crash, not only lived through it, but actually were invested in that space, okay? I talk about, what it's like to feel when snow is coming. You can actually sense it in the air. You can actually smell it. I know it sounds crazy, but it's akin to a sailor or a fisherman knowing by the way that the sun rises, how it looks, what the seas are gonna be like later that day. When it's calm in the morning, but all of a sudden that sailor needs to take warning, it's because of a sea change, literally coming, but you can see it and feel it because you've experienced it so many times before. It's like winning in stocks. Once you've won, you know what it takes. You know the formula, right? Here's the problem. Most of the people bringing you financial information and financial news do not know how to dissect it or understand how it changes. And right now, we are in the greatest collapse since the Great Depression, and I believe it will be as severe, if not worse, sharper, faster than what people experienced in 1929. And it is happening right now. And most people do not understand that. Here's what's scary. There are millions and millions and millions of people following them right off of a cliff. And right now, a lot of these people in this space are so enamored with the money that comes along with this through sponsorships, through Google AdSense. They are completely deceived. And honestly, it's not their fault. We don't know what we don't know until we know it. And that's why I tell people all the time that are really cocky in the crypto space, and they don't like the gold bugs, or the people that are the silver bugs, and they don't like the crypto guys. I'm like, you guys need to wake up, because there was a day where you were a complete fool when it comes to crypto or gold or silver or real estate, because there was a day before you knew anything about its potential. We have all been there. I have been there. As a matter of fact, I'm always learning. We all know that. Do me a favor, throw down in the comment section a hard lesson that you learned. It was hard at once, but but then you are so grateful you learned it because you never made the same mistake again. Put that in the comment section. People need to hear that they're not the only ones. Why? Because as you share your issues, what you had a hard time with, it helps others overcome. That's your testimony. That is why you have the power to overcome, because you have heard other people overcome and you go, if they can do it, I can do it. All right. So that's one thing. There are people in this space that have never seen this. They don't understand anything about it. Another thing that I noticed with content creators that are in this space in finance that have never seen a sea change, they also do not know anything about sound money, its principles, why gold has gone up more than a gallon of gas exponentially since the year 1999, why it has outpaced the Dow Jones Industrial Average since 1999. What they do know is that there are ETFs. What they do not know is an ETF or an index fund has no stock. Most of them are all derivatives. Those people usually cannot even explain what a derivative is. It's essentially an insurance bet on a bet. And that's why they can't explain what truly happened during the mortgage-backed security crisis. It was all fake loans, all kinds of craziness, right? The problem is they're leading you down a primrose path as the elite of this world sell off their holdings to the retail investors. It's very dangerous, very, very dangerous. That is why it is important to follow people that have a proven track record or could explain what they were doing and how they won or how they lost during and before the last bubble pop. All right, very, very important. You probably heard this before, that most money is managed by people that are under 30 years old. It's actually true, and you have to think about the lack of experience. I was talking to some people in this space this weekend that were absolutely having their minds blown just simply by the fact that they didn't know what previous panics were like and what caused those panics. You know, change in monetary policy, change in the way the dollar was valued, how it was valued, things like that. So it concerned me. Something else that really concerned me was that predatory lenders were standing by, ready to take advantage of all of these kids. That's very scary. There are companies that literally target social media personalities in all different aspects. They didn't like me. The second I'll tell you a story about that. But social media personalities and professional athletes. And there are multiple companies coming here and trying to give these kids, and I mean kids and adults, loans between $1 million and $5 million. Said just sign over your AdSense. It's a lot more complicated than that. And we will give you a credit line because we value what you do. They had all the keywords. A couple of them approached me, and within seconds I said, man, I can't wait. Yeah, I want to see your acceleration clause. I want to see your contract. Let's figure all this kind of stuff out. What kind of, at first I already got them to talk about it. They said, yeah, we can give you a loan of up to $1 million. All you owe is 1.5 when you're done. I said, stop, 50%? And he's, yes, like 50%. You want me to pay 50% on a loan? Huh. I don't even know if I've even heard of anything higher. That's like loan shark status. And he goes, are you in finance? And I go, yeah. And he goes, okay, you're not the right fit. And I'm like, oh, no, let's jump in. And it was insane. Just that quick, hey, snap out of your sales pitch. 50%? You want me to pay 50% on your loan? Oh, and you want me to sign over like Google AdSense and all that kind of stuff. What's crazy is that these kids were lining up to talk to these guys. They had fancy swag. It reminded me of the loan sharks, the credit card companies, when you first went to college and they had, hey guys, you want a free pen? You want a free t-shirt? You're like, yeah, I'll pay 30%, interest for that. Insane, right? I walk out and I see all these financial YouTubers that are super popular, right? They don't get a lot of views, but they're popular. They got like 1 million subs and they get probably, 1 million views or 2 million views, maybe 3 million views a month. And they're outside with their Aston Martins and their mini Lambos, the Lambo G. And the problem is they don't even own those cars. They don't even own the car. But they can get the down payment or they can get the credit line because they're selling you on some app that brings them in money. Very, very disturbing to me. Why? Because what happens is, as they get more entrenched in debt themselves, they now have to go put out more content, and how they got to go make money is either put out more content or find more sponsorships that, again, will entrench more people in debt. I don't like that. You know me, I'm a cash guy. Use debt in the proper way in an entity where your personal identification number, your social security number is not used. And there's a way of building that business up to where it has its own credit. It uses its own EIN. The business uses its social security number, not yours. You don't have a personal guarantee on that. But your personal finances need to be taken care of. You need to be solid as a rock so you have peace of mind, and then you've got the mind strength to go out and crush it. It's very disturbing. Now, I told you there was a positive side. This is what's very important about this. I went and saw amazing people speak. Everyone from Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan, all kinds of great speakers. And you know something that, and I walked around talking about this, I said many, many people in their success reference their faith and God. And I started talking to other people about that, and I'd say, hey, did you notice that? Everybody's starting to talk about God and these things, all these successful people. And they go, yeah, I don't really care what you believe in. I don't care what you believe in. All I want you to do is be a good human being, right? That's the first basic fundamentals. We need to stop arguing about religion and rules and just be good human beings. If we treated each other like we wanted ourselves to be treated, this world would be amazing, regardless of religion. Honestly, just being good human beings would be amazing. It's a great start, right? And people are like, yeah, I did notice that. And I said, I want you to understand what's happening. Regardless of your faith, if you're a good person, what is being done right now is the megaphone is being handed to you. And it is being taken away from the mainstream. And it sounds funny, but it resonated like a shockwave through the crowd as I was talking about it. And people went, I never thought of it that way. And I said, right now, the megaphone, the most important thing you have is your voice. And when you put out good content that changes people's lives, you have now changed this world. Even if you think it's a little bit, what happens is I'm in a room of 1,300 people trying to do their best, and it is working. The megaphone is being handed to you. And I'm talking to you right now listening to this video. Regardless if you have a YouTube channel, regardless of what you do for life, or your living, I want you to know that you have the power of life and death in your tongue. You can either build yourself up and those around you, or you can curse them essentially to death. There are a lot of people walking around this earth right now that are literally walking zombies. We all know that. And I want you to know that you have the power to overcome that. Every single day, everything you do, you have the power of life or death in your tongue. Now, this week, I met some amazing people. As a matter of fact, I think there's some people that walked away. And literally, they said it. I think my life has changed forever. And it has been an amazing experience. But I want you to be wary and alert of the danger out there. There are a lot of people being deceived, and they do not understand financial cycles, yet they have a big megaphone out there. And it's very important that you pay attention to who you're listening to what you're accepting as truth. You need to have your guard up, all right? This is warfare out there. Truth and lies are out there everywhere, and you need to decipher what is the truth. And the first thing you do to decipher truth is you sit and you calmly chew and you think about what people are saying, and you take it in and you evaluate it based off of your prior knowledge and experience. And if you don't have prior knowledge and experience, then what you want to do is listen to multiple people, all right? Don't take just one person's word for you accepting information as truth, okay? Take in multiple people. All right, I don't want this video to go long. I appreciate you guys. Hope you got something out of this. The Economic Ninja is out.